Alright, here we begin with Campaign 9, Marauders in the Empire. So the goblins are smashing down on the Eastern Empire forces. Now the two times I've played this previously, I couldn't see how the Empire could win, but I was doing a few things wrong. One was I hadn't realized that Magas was an army of the night city, making it an impossible acquisition for the goblins. They just have to pass by and ignore it. The other critical thing I missed, the city of Aureliana is critical to control. An artifact from my historic gaming is that cavalry is not a very good defense unit, but in Burning Banners it is. So I can have the heavy Cataphracts defending the city, and in fact it's awesome to do so. They get 2 heavy dice and 2 light dice, and that's increased by the 3 light dice that come with the city, for a total of 7 dice on defense. That makes it almost impossible to attack. I went from thinking that there's no way the goblins can lose to there's no way the goblins can win. But I'm going to see if I can get the goblins to win. So I begin with Cataphracts in Aureliana, Kontari heavy infantry in the 3 northernmost cities, and then I've got the 2 damaged Fjordland units down here, and they're on the sea, so they could be dangerous out on the sea. And I'm going to try to build them up to full strength. But right now I've spent my entire 16 gold piece budget buying the Cataphracts and the 3 Kontari. It's a 6-turn game, and we'll begin with the goblins attacking. Now they can come in from the north and attack this way, but sea movement is done after regular movement, and that's your one action you can take besides your movement. So if they move by sea, when they're done moving by sea, they're done. They can't attack a city that turn. So I'm going to focus first on what I can attack this turn, which is, of course, this city right here. The fort of Theodorus, and it's close to Rukenheld, which is goblin controlled. Now in the income phase, I raise Vixinger Fortress, and that gains me 3 more gold. I'm going to start by spending 5 gold on a hill troll, and he can move 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and attack Theodorus. I want to take this city quickly, which is why I have the hill trolls attacking it, because the next turn I can attack from it. First, the Kontari defenders. They got 1 hit. Now it's a fortress, so it takes 6s. Hill trolls have 2 heavy dice, and they roll 3 4s, which gets them nothing, and in fact causes them a hit. And then they regenerate as a free action. Next I'll spend 2 gold on plague flies. Oh, these guys have moved. And the plague flies will move down and attack Fort Theodorus. Again, they get 1 hit. Now this I actually like because I don't want to do 2 hits and take the city, because these are feral units and I'll sack it with no money. I'm trying to get some money here. 2 3s gains me nothing. Now Nyaldeep is not a fortress, and that's critical because I can send my goblin sneaks after it. They move down by sea, but now they're done. I spend 2 more and buy some goblin elites. They can get that far, and I may need them to attack next turn. I spend 6 more on a mountain troll, and I'm going to get him into position. I want to come around and attack from here when I'm ready, and leave this road open to reinforce with. Oh, and I should have paid 1 for keeping this 1 control marker on the map. And now it's the Eastern Empire's turn. First thing they do is roll for revolts. Alright, apparently an Imperial General has decided to go his own way, and I add 2 to the revolts. The revolt level is now 4. So the Empire must spend 4 gold to reduce the revolts. So they start with 9 gold income. It's reduced by 4 to 5, and with a 5 they spend 4 of that, bringing the Fjordlanders up to full strength. They've got nowhere to move, they've got no money left. That ends their turn. This brings us to the summer of year 1. The goblins must pay another gold for Rukenheld. They'll ready all their units on the map, and here we go. The plague flies fly at Fort Theodorus. Fort Theodorus gets no hits. The plague flies, they need 6s. They get no hits. The hill trolls, the defenders, get 1 hit. The hill trolls get nothing. So there's 1 hit on the hill trolls. They regenerate as a free action. Now the goblin elites versus the Contaris. Contaris get a hit. Goblin elites get nothing. They take a hit. Up here in Yaldeep, goblin sneaks get their sneak attack. They're successful. The Contaris strike back. They get a hit, eliminating the sneaks. Goblin sneaks on the other side attack. Do nothing. The Contari get a hit. The goblin sneaks from below run up. Do nothing. The Contari get a hit. These goblin sneaks sneak in on Urbicus. They get a hit. And they're wiped out. More goblin sneaks come down from the north. And the goblins' turn. Now we go to the Eastern Empire. First they check the revolt table. It is a season of fire and terror. The Empire threatens to disintegrate. Now the revolt marker is at 4. They suppress the revolt. So with 4 revolts, they only earn 5 income this turn. Now Nyaldeep is under siege. They can't build up. Urbicus is not under siege. They can rebuild. It costs 2. They're going to spend 1. They only have 4 left. They can try to go down and occupy these Maramatai cities, but that's a fortress and that's hard. And if you waste too much money, you'll get nothing for it. Now Baladi is not. So they'll spend 3 and send some Contari down. The Baladi defeat defenders are not very good. All I gotta do is get 1 hit. Ha! 3. Boy, if they could raise it up here, they could take those things. Okay, so they get 3 hits. They occupy Baladi. Their income is increased to 10. You'll pillage it for 2. Well, they spent 2 to reinforce them already. And that's where they end. Now we move to the autumn turn. We reset all the goblins. Goblins spend 1 for their 1 control marker. Again, the flies attack. They get a 6. The Contari rebuff. Now the luck is going the other way. And the goblin elites attack. Defenders get a hit. Now the goblin elites have reach. So if they can match that hit, they'll actually get a hit and take the city. No, they have a 5, but they need a 6 in the fortification. And a hit eliminates the elites. Now the hill trolls attack. First the defenders. They get 1 hit. Now the hill trolls. Well, they get 3 hits here. Possible 4th hit, but they don't need it. Fort Theodorus has fallen. The goblins get 3 gold for spoils. Alright, up here. These goblin sneaks. Nope. The Contari. Nope. These goblin sneaks. Nope. The Contari. Nope. These goblin sneaks move up. Nope. The Contari. Yep. Boom. Those goblin sneaks move up. Nope. The Contari. Nope. Everyone's getting tired and ineffective. That's all they accomplish. We go to year 2. Or no, scratch that. Now the Eastern Empire. First, they check the revolts. They get 1 revolt, so instead of earning 10, they only earn 9, but that's more than they've earned so far. And with that break, they can move the Contari out to here and buy more Cataphracts. The mountain trolls move into the Hyberine forest. Wait, scratch that, it's not there, is it? Where was I at?
The Eastern Empire was done, so no harm, no foul.
Okay, let's reset all the goblins. They renew their attacks. No. They get eliminated. These goblin sneaks renew their attacks. No. They get eliminated. These goblin sneaks renew their attacks. No. Nor do they get eliminated. More goblins come down. The hill trolls move down. They reoccupy Theodorus with some elites, because they don't want the Contori coming up and just walking in. The plague flies attack. They do nothing. The cities and its defenders. They swat the flies down. That will end the goblin turn. Check the revolt table. 3 revolts. 10 will reduce them to... They spend all that and they get 7 income. They spend 6 recruiting some fairy eggs. Now they're done. Spring of year 2. Goblins must spend 2 to maintain their cities, here and here. They wanted both of them, because you never know. But you know what? They're going to have to raise Fort Theodorus. As much as I wanted it, I needed to raise it, because I want to keep... Nothing happens until Aureliana falls, and this is a quicker path. The goblins risk it all. They buy another hill troll. Hill troll races down, attacks Aureliana. Nothing. Aureliana counterattacks. Oh man, 2 criticals and 3 more 6s, so yeah, hill trolls are gone. Those hill trolls come down. That's 2, 3. First hit they've done practically. So 3 hits, because I had a 6, or no, 2 hits, and then one of the criticals was confirmed, so 3 hits. And the counter strike, they've got 3 hits, and the critical's confirmed, so 4 hits. So in the end, they do 1 hit on the hill troll. Now the mountain trolls come down. These guys regenerate. Mountain trolls get 3 black dice, and no hits. The Cataphracts get 2 hits, eliminating the mountain trolls. It looks like a grim goblin future. Well, let's see what we can do with our 4 goblin sneaks. Let's just... Got 4 sneaks here. They got no hits. So on those 4, one's eliminated. One is not. One's eliminated. These guys would have rushed in there and got eliminated. 2, 3, last possible attack. Goblin elites. Needing 5s or 6s. They get a hit. Critical thing is, what did the Kantari do inside? They get 2 hits. Doing 1 to him. And the goblins have lost. They've lost because they've got no money left. They've taken no cities. They've been stopped. They'll collapse next turn. Good game. So I guess the secret here is you put the Cataphracts on Aureliana, and it's pretty much invulnerable. Unless you can match a really lucky die roll with a really unlucky die roll. There you go. Now it also is very unlucky that Yaldi only suffered 1 hit out of numerous attacks. And that Theodorus took so much before it finally fell. I will say at this point that I judge this scenario to be very unbalanced because of Cataphracts and Aureliana. It just can't be taken. To win, immediately they need to take all the Imperial cities, including Aureliana, and to win at the end of the game, they have to at least have taken Aureliana, so it has to fall. Now I would suggest as an alternative victory condition that they either have to take Aureliana or they have to survive all 6 turns, which means they have to keep taking stuff. I would change it to say Aureliana, if they take Aureliana, that's an instant win. Otherwise, they just have to live through last 6 turns. Interesting. It's definitely challenging for the goblins. Again, because of Aureliana. Though I still am not, I haven't played this game enough. I played less than 12 times. That's not enough to make me an expert. I know a lot of people these days play a game once or twice and declare it's unbalanced or it doesn't work. But I'm of the opinion that until you've played a game at least a dozen times, you can't say you really have mastered it. When I play musket battles, it often surprises me, and I have easily played over 1,000 games of that. And I wouldn't say this is ruined because it's unbalanced. I'll say, well, let's change the victory conditions. I can't win. I can't figure out how to win with the goblins. It would be very interesting to me if what you had to do was not collapse before the end of the game, or take Aureliana. You could say by the end of the game, Aureliana has to be under siege. Either taken, you take this anytime during the game, and the goblin wins automatically. And if it's under siege at the end of the game, the goblin wins. I'm going to try that next game because I think it's interesting to see how that dynamic works. The goblins are not an army that can sit still. They have to keep attacking. Can they get other stuff in time to be laying siege to this at the end of the game? That would be an interesting battle. I'm going to try it that way. See you next time.